So a lot of people are reporting that after the fog that we've been experiencing, there are strange things growing from the ground, just like this.
So,
check this out.
Yesterday and today was really, really foggy. And then I'm walking in the yard and I see this hair.
That's hair.
Flying out of the cat poo on the ground. It's like that long coming out of the cat poo.
Did you hear someone coughing from breathing that
Never
in?
seen anything like that. And then I've
Man.
seen people on TikTok say they've seen it since the fog yesterday.
So what do you guys think that this is? A lot of you guys have been commenting in my previous videos, and that's what's up. I can't say it, but you can say it. What do you think it is? It's crazy.
Mysterious fog has started to show up all across the country and people are very worried. Ever since the Dior bag stopped showing up in the sky, people have started to see fog at their house all across the country. Literally from all corners of America, people are walking outside their house seeing fog like this, but saying that it has oddly big particles in it. Florida, Pennsylvania, Minnesota, California, and Texas, and basically all over the country, people are reporting the same thick particle fog. Some people are saying that it's making them feel sick, smells like chemicals, and is not normal, and what are the odds that it's the exact same looking stuff everywhere? This is a video somebody took yesterday morning in Florida at 6:30, and this is not snow. They don't know what this is. This person said this fog is everywhere and it's not just fog, it's like someone spraying something weird. My throat's been killing me since it rolled in. Anyone else notice this chemical smell? It's not natural, feels like we're in a sci-fi movie where the air is not safe anymore. No one has been able to say exactly what this fog is or why people are able to see it all across the country, but I want you guys to let me know, have you seen this fog yet?
What's going on with this fog? Why are so many people getting sick? Why are there planes going down? Why, as soon as Congress says that there's UAPs in the ocean or a presence in the ocean, and then we're seeing drones in the sky and orbs in the sky, this fog comes out of nowhere and covers it all. What is above the fog is what I want to know. TikTok, this is all alleged. None of this is real. It's satire. Don't ban. Oh yeah, y'all, make sure you follow my YouTube just in case TikTok actually gets banned. I'm gonna put it right here. But don't y'all find this funny? And isn't it crazy how so many people are starting to feel sick around the world, and this fog just popped up out of nowhere? Like, I even saw it the other day when I was coming home from work. I tried to record it, but you couldn't see it on the phone too well because it wasn't as thick as other parts of the world. But it didn't look like just any fog, and it had that smell like almost like after firework. And of course, it's right before New Year, where everyone actually is going to be popping off fireworks, so they're not going to know the difference between the fireworks fog and the fog. I don't know about y'all, but it seems a little suspicious, and I genuinely don't know what's going to happen next. But one thing about it, God did not give us a spirit of fear, so I'm gonna just keep trucking on through the day. But I do have one question: when can we stop paying bills? The government's trying to tell us that these are aliens. Are the aliens gonna pay the bills? Asking for a friend. Anyway, as always, make sure you like and follow and comment down below what you think the fog is all about.
Everyone's asking for updates about this fog, but in this video, you're gonna see that you need to check your HVAC filter. That's what this lady did. I'm putting her in the link below. We know this fog has been crazy, but just take a look at this. You need to check yours too. Let's go.
I need to show you guys my air filter in my house. There's fog everywhere, and I've been feeling like respiratory issues for like a couple days now, like basically since the fog started. And I decided after seeing all the fog videos on TikTok, I would come and change my filter, which I do every month. This is a new one. Let me show you what my new one looks like.
So I'm asking everyone to go check your HVAC filter. Let me know what yours is like. Comment below where you're from.
Now, keep in mind, I just changed this filter like a month ago. Let me show you the one that I'm about to pull out. Look at this filter, y'all. I've never pulled out a filter this dark in my life.
So for more strange and crazy updates, you can follow this channel. Comment below where you're from. But yes, there's some strange things going on in the sky. What can we do? We're gonna make it.
So yesterday I made a video about the fog. You know, there's this fog phenomenon going on worldwide where people are like in dense fog, misty fog. They could taste it. It tastes weird. Well, I woke up Sunday here in Los Angeles and the fog was so dense I couldn't see across the street. Yesterday I made a video, Monday. It was like a misty fog. So here we are, Tuesday morning, and I'm going to show you what the fog looks like in Los Angeles again. I've lived in Los Angeles half my life. I've never seen fog like this. Let me show you what it looks like today. Pretty foggy again. It's been like this for quite some time. On top of that, everybody I know is hacking their lungs up with something. And you're not hearing too much about the Dior bags, huh? Not like you were a few weeks ago. And I just heard a report on the TV that they're not flying planes out of LAX because of the fog. They can't take off. They can't take off in the UK because of the fog. And how many plane incidents did we have in the last 3-4 days? One went down, well, there was an incident in South Korea. There was one in Canada, Nova Scotia. Just a lot weird shit going on with this fog. That's all I gotta say.
This mold is springing up this fast, but what you're finding is all over the UK, all over Canada, all over the United States. And so when I realized, when the Lord opened my eyes and let me realize, and that there is an association with the fog and the moisture, we are being doused with moisture that's now producing mold. But this is what I want to let you know. So I was wondering, okay.
So there's an air quality alert in Central Florida. I'm reading this from the Tampa Bay Times. Basically, there was an alert that is in effect throughout Wednesday, and the residents are advised to basically not go outside. Now, this is the fog that we've been experiencing, and listen to this. In Tampa, Florida, residents across Hillsborough County are under an air quality alert through midnight Wednesday due to elevated fine particulate levels. What does that mean? Also, they're telling people that are elderly or people with respiratory conditions should limit their outdoor activities to minimize exposure. Now, this is a video that I took of a blimp in the sky on the way to a New Year's celebration in Central Florida. Look at that air, you know? And this is another video that I found in Florida. This was on 12:30, and look at that. It almost looks like snow, but that's definitely particles. So my question to you guys is, where are you based out of? Comment below and tell me where you are, what your air quality is like. Also, make sure you're subscribing to this account, and hey guys, just stay prayed up is all I can say.
So you mean to tell me that the sun came out yesterday, destroyed all this fog or this mist, just for it to come back again today? Look, can y'all see that? The sun came out yesterday and it rained as well. You can see the floor is literally wet. And the fog was gone yesterday, just for it to come back again today. What is going on, y'all? I told y'all there is something weird happening, y'all. This fog is literally all over the world. Now, why aren't these people talking about this? Why aren't these people talking about this? Like, we want to know what's going on. We want to know who is doing this. Why are they doing this? So you mean to tell me, with everything that transpired in 2019 and 2020 with all this, sickness stuff, now all of this is going on right now, right here and right now, but they're not saying anything about it? What does that tell y'all? So it was okay to warn people about what was happening in 2019 because it was coming from a specific communist country, but you don't think it's okay to warn people about what's happening right now because this is literally on our territory. It's literally on our land. So what is it doing to us? Because again, I'm hearing a lot of people experiencing a lot of difficulties. You guys are paying attention, right? You guys are paying attention to what's happening, right? But yes, y'all, we are going on 3 weeks of seeing this daily, except for yesterday. Yesterday, the sun came out, and then here we go, right back in there. But something fishy is going on, y'all. This is crazy, man. Let's get it.
So ever since we've had this fog show up all around the world, people have been experiencing some strange things. I'm going to tell you what I think it is. I have ChatGPT here. I'm going to show you in one take, no edits. Let's see. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How can I help?
Explain to me with a little bit of detail what smart dust is.
Smart dust consists of tiny wireless sensors, each as small as a grain of sand. These sensors can detect and measure environmental conditions such as temperature, light, vibration, or chemicals. They communicate wirelessly and can work together to gather and transmit data, often in real time. This makes them useful for applications in fields like environmental monitoring, industrial automation, and even military surveillance.
So if the military wanted to use this to collect data from civilians or anything they really wanted, they could do that?
Yes, the military could use smart dust for data collection, including surveillance. The technology's small size and wireless capabilities make it versatile for various applications, including monitoring environments discreetly. However, the use of such technology would be subject to legal and ethical considerations.
Thank you.
Y'all cannot convince me that this fog is just normal fog. Y'all can't expect me to believe that. Y'all mean to tell me that the whole country is filled with fog that looks like this? Right now, the country looks like this in most parts. Why is that the case? I don't know. Could it be the chemtrails that I see in every single part of the sky? I was literally driving 10 hours away a couple days ago, and almost every part of the sky that wasn't raining and foggy, there's chemtrails everywhere. You cannot convince me that this fog is just a normal fog. Does not make any sense. And is it the fog that is causing a lot of the things in the sky, or are they trying to cover up a lot of the things in the sky with the fog? Remember, we all were seeing crazy things in the skies, and now the skies are covered up and you can't see anything 5 feet in front of you. Y'all know how many car accidents and people, like, bro, like, it's been crazy. The fog has been insane. Like, honestly, and it's in most cities and most states right now. It's a very dense fog. Some people say it's making them sick. Some people say that it smells weird. Let me know what y'all think, because this is what a lot of things look like right now, and it is pretty insane. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Here's how I know that the fog stuff is real. Okay, first of all, I've been like sick and like my eyes have been an absolute like painful disaster for 2 weeks now. I'm in Florida. We've had the fog in Florida, which is absolutely not normal. I own a real estate company, and for the last 10 years, part of our thing with our real estate photos when we go to sell a house is we will replace the sky, or we'll do like an overlay in the sky. We like to do, like my company does these really pretty twilight photos where we make the sky look extra dark as like a contrast, so that we can put, it's called like negative space, so that we can put like wording like just listed, or just, you know, sorry, I had to cough because I've been like so sick for the last whatever. Here's how I know that the fog is real and like there's something being altered with our weather. I have been editing skies for the last 10 years, morning sky and evening sky, and I have never seen clouds like they are right now. So it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I just pulled up to my office, and the clouds in the sky have a hue to them. They have a tint to them. And the reason why I brought this up about us editing the sky in our photos is because we make them look extra blue, because the colors of my logo and the fonts that I like to use look best when they're against a rich blue. And if there's any kind of red tone in them, or like a pinky kind of tone, it ends up skewing we use like a neon pink kind of font, and if there's any kind of red or pink, it ends up just not working. And if you search Meyer Lucas, you'll see the examples of what I'm talking about. And the sky has been, for the last 2 weeks, ever since this fog has been here, the sky has been this shade, this has had this pinky kind of tone. So above my building, you can see what I'm talking about. Like my building has kind of a cool tone, and the sky it has like a pink to it. And like you might be saying, like, well, I'm telling you, it's not normal. It's not normal. I edit these skies every single day. For the last 10 years, I've been editing pictures of the sky, and and specifically to fix the color so that we can use this negative space in our marketing. And the sky is a different tone, and it's because the clouds are throwing this, like, it's almost like a peach, a salmon color.
Look at this fog. Look at this. I just woke up. I'm in Massachusetts. Look at this. This is crazy. Look at that. This is insane. This is so creepy. It's like it's over here. It's everywhere. Look at this. Wow. Wicked creepy.
Have any of you watching this video noticed a thick, mysterious fog in your area that just doesn't go away?
Be closely monitoring dense fog that will impact plans this evening. Already, the National Weather Service has issued a dense fog advisory for Charlotte and Lee counties.
You're looking live at LAX this morning, which is being impacted not only by the fog that still seems to be fairly dense at this hour, but also...
No surprise, we're in the dense fog advisory again. Now, this should persist until about midnight.
A foggy few weeks across not only North Dakota, but all over the country.
This mysterious fog that makes people sick was actually predicted in an old Simpsons episode called The Treehouse of Horror 5, which was the 6th episode of the 6th season. The episode aired all the way back on October 30th, 1994. In a scene of the episode, Homer wakes up from a nightmare when out of nowhere, a thick, sick-inducing fog seeps in through the window and turns the Simpsons inside out.
Family now where there's nothing to be afraid of, except that fog that turns people inside out. Except that fog that turns people inside out.
Uh-oh, it's seeping in. Stupid cheap weather stripping.
As you saw for yourself, this thick, mysterious fog seeps in through the window that causes a sickness and turns the Simpsons family inside out. Looking at this today is rather interesting because so many people have been talking about this mysterious fog that is causing people to get sick. No one knows what's causing this mysterious fog. The Economic Times posted this article speaking about how this mysterious fog is spreading all over the world, leading to serious health concerns. Many people have been reporting...
Okay, so it's really, really foggy. We know these chemical fogs, right? Have a look at this in front of my headlight. Just normal fog. Look at this. It feels dry. It doesn't feel damp. I don't think we want to be out here breathing this air.
What if I told you the thick fog that settles over the UK after Christmas isn't just weather, but something far more sinister? Every year, the post-Christmas fog lingers across towns and cities, and while most think it's normal winter weather, some believe it's a deliberate event. The theory suggests the fog acts as a delivery system, laced with chemicals, designed to weaken immune systems. Why? To drive up demand for medications, vaccines, and healthcare services. The timing is perfect. After the holidays, when people are already vulnerable from gatherings and overindulgence, the sudden spike in winter bugs could be more than just coincidence. Others theorize the fog could be part of a mass experiment, testing biological agents, or even manipulating the population psychologically. The question isn't just whether the fog is natural, but what's hiding within it. Next time the fog rolls in after Christmas, ask yourself, is it just weather or something more?
There is fog everywhere.
Yeah, something is happening.
All right, so it's crazy foggy right now. But that's not the weird part, okay? Like, number one, it's weird because as it gets later in the day, fog should lighten, dissipate, and it's really not. But the weirdest part is the taste and smell. It smells like after you set off a bunch of fireworks. And like the taste of the air is, I mean, the only word I can think of is toxic. It's super weird. And so I'm going for my walk and it's kind of worrying me a little bit. Let me know if you guys are experiencing something like that. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, it smells not right. And I'm 41. I've been through fog. This is something different. Let me know if you guys are experiencing something like that.
The fog is back.
There's a strange humming sound that has been heard in all of the highlighted places on this map. The humming sound is said to be low frequency and very invasive to those who hear it. Some of the more popular locations that this humming sound has been heard has been in Scotland, England, and Australia. And in the United States, it's been heard in Taos, New Mexico. Researchers and scientists have said maybe the sound is just coming from mating fish in the area. Maybe it's coming from a submarine. There's a possibility that the sound is coming from wind farms. Many people are skeptical and believe the sound is coming from radio waves or the earth putting off a strange frequency. A lot of people can't hear the sound, but there is a specific group of people called hum hearers, and they're usually men in their 40s who hear the sound and they say it drives them crazy. It's invasive and causes severe migraines. What do you think the sound is being caused by?
Have y'all been seeing these videos of that supposed fog that's been rolling out across the entire world? I don't know about y'all, but I don't buy it. I was thinking to myself, why would these people want to block out the sun? I mean, they could literally create this fog like at the snap of their fingers. And then something came to me. What is the best way to control people? Obviously, it's by controlling their emotions and their mind, right? So I was thinking, what nutrients do the sun give us? And then I found out that not getting enough sun can literally cause depression. It's been a week and I have not seen the sun. Literally, the only reason that I'm still functioning without these vital nutrients is because I supplement them. Now, I live in the Midwest and I was always told to take fish oil during the winter because it regulates your mood, because you're not getting a lot of sun in the winter. And all this talk about not getting sun has actually made me look into this. Fish oil literally fights mental illness. I don't know how long this no sun thing is going to be going on for, and there's not a lot that we can do to control it. I would just highly recommend that you guys hop on this stuff immediately. It's honestly hard to find this stuff in stock, but during these times, guys, I would highly recommend that you guys do get your nutrients in. So if you do see an orange link in this video, just know it's in stock. Pick it up while you can. That's all I'm going to say.
Mysterious fog has started to show up all across the country and people are very worried. Ever since the Dior bags stopped showing up in the sky, people have started to see fog at their house all across the country. Literally from all corners of America, people are walking outside their house seeing fog like this, but saying that it has oddly big particles in it. Florida, Pennsylvania, Minnesota, California, and Texas, and basically all over the country, people are reporting the same thick particle fog. Some people are saying that it's making them feel sick, smells like chemicals, and is not normal, and what are the odds that it's the exact same looking stuff everywhere? This is a video somebody took yesterday morning in Florida at 6:30, and this is not snow. They don't know what this is. This person said this fog is everywhere, and it's not just fog, it's like someone spraying something weird. My throat's been killing me since it rolled in. Anyone else notice this chemical smell? It's not natural, feels like we're in a sci-fi movie where the air is not safe anymore. No one has been able to say exactly what this fog is or why people are able to see it all across the country, but I want you guys to let me know, have you seen this fog yet?
So I just watched a bunch of different TikToks from a bunch of different people who live in a bunch of different states, and they're all saying that they have fog, and they all saying it hurts their throat and it gives them headaches and it makes them cough and it makes them sick. And then some are saying check your air filters. So I'm like, okay, I just come down here and check it, and we just changed this and look at it. It's exactly like everyone else's video, like super dirty so quickly. It's gross.
Fucking conspiracy theorist, but I am, and so this falls in line. What the fuck is this shit? This is not fog.
Is there something going on with this fog and then people getting sick? Because hear me out. About 4 or 5 days ago, I was on TikTok and one of my friends had posted that there had been fog in her area for the last 3 to 4 days before that. And I was like, that's weird. I wonder if she lives anywhere near me, because I'm in southeast Nebraska and it had been doing exactly that for the last 3 to 4 days. I believe she said she was from Houston or something. But then I look at her other comments and people from all over the United States are talking about they have also experienced fog, and we are geographically in very different areas. That's strange. Now, people, Oregon, Florida, like all over the place are saying that they have experienced this exact same thing. I understand it's cold and flu season. Whatever, this could be just a weird coincidence, but for the last 5 days, nothing severe, nothing like what other people are reporting. The fog itself was strange. And then I start seeing all these people on social media talking about they're all over the country and they're experiencing the same kind of fog.
It's leaving a trail of harmful effects on the people exposed to it. Many have reported strange symptoms, like burning sensations in their throats, skin irritation, and even a metallic taste.
Taste of the air is, the only word I can think of is toxic.
These symptoms suggest the fog might be carrying chemical agents, though what those agents are remains unknown. But the unsettling evidence doesn't stop there. Videos and first-hand accounts reveal the fog often leaves behind an unusual residue. This residue has been described as chalky, sticky, and nearly impossible to clean, clinging stubbornly to cars, windows, and even pools of water. Scientists and environmental experts are at a loss, as these characteristics don't match anything we know about natural fog or mist. To fully grasp the implications of this strange fog, it's worth considering it alongside other recent, unexplained events.
Have you heard about the strange fog that's been spreading across the United States and around the world? From coast to coast, it's been lingering, hiding things in plain sight. This isn't your usual morning mist. It's a thick, mysterious fog that seems to have no clear cause. And let me tell you, this fog isn't just something you can see. It's a perfect symbol of what's happening in the world today. But just like in the Bible, this fog can teach us something deeper. See, darkness covers the earth, and thick darkness is over the peoples. But the Lord rises upon you, and his glory appears over you. See, darkness covers the earth. Biblically speaking, darkness often refers to more than just the absence of light. It symbolizes sin, confusion, and spiritual blindness. When Isaiah wrote that darkness covers the earth, he's not just talking about physical darkness. He is referring to a deep spiritual darkness that covers the world. Moral decline, a loss of direction, and the spiritual apathy of the people. It's as if the world is lost in a fog, unable to see clearly or find its way back to God. Now, when we look at today's world, when we look around, it feels like that darkness has crept in. People are uncertain about what's true and what's not. The news is filled with chaos, wars, political unrest, confusion about identity, and a general sense of fear about the future. We've got division everywhere, and the truth often feels obscured, just like the fog rolling through our streets. It's as if we're walking through a thick, heavy fog where nothing is clear. The fog isn't just physical, it's cultural and spiritual too. There's confusion, uncertainty, and a deep longing for answers. and thick darkness is over the peoples. The term thick darkness here emphasizes just how deep and passive that the blindness is. It's not just the average darkness that we experience at night. It's a dense, overwhelming darkness that clouds everything. It's like a veil that prevents people from seeing the truth or understanding God's way. This thick darkness is symbolic of the deep confusion and spiritual deadness of the people. The people are lost in their sin, wandering without the light of God to guide them. In today's world, when we talk about the thick darkness, it feels very much like the state of many people's hearts and minds. With the rise of relativism, misinformation, and spiritual apathy, it seems like the world has become spiritually blind. People are caught up in distractions, social media, materialism, celebrity worship, idolatry, but they're still searching for meaning. They've got the fog of confusion clouding their vision, and it's hard to find clarity. Even as the world advances in technology and knowledge, it often feels like we're taking steps backwards in understanding the true purpose of life and God's will. That can be the thick darkness that Isaiah was talking about. A world that's moving forward in knowledge, but sinking deeper in confusion. But the Lord rises upon you, and his glory appears over you. Biblically, the turning point in this verse is the promise that God's light will shine in the midst of the darkness. It's a message of hope. Even though the earth is covered in darkness, God's glory will rise over his people, bringing clarity, truth, and light. This light is not just a physical light, it's the presence of God, his truth, his salvation, and his guidance breaking through the confusion. This is also a prophetic reference to Jesus Christ, who is the light of the world. His coming would shatter the spiritual darkness and offer the world a way out of confusion and sin. Now, in today's world, it may seem like the fog and darkness will never lift, but God's promise stands still. He is the light in the midst of it all. For believers, we know that no matter how dark or confusing things may get, God's light is always shining. It may not always be easy to see, but his truth is there, guiding us through the fog. In the middle of the thickest fog, God's glory still appears. We are called to reflect that light, to bring clarity to those around us who are lost in the fog, struggling to find their way. So I want you to know and remember this. This fog is more than just a weather phenomenon. It's a symbol. Because in the Bible, darkness and fog often symbolize confusion, uncertainty, and a lack of clarity. The Israelites in the wilderness were surrounded by physical darkness at times, but more importantly, they were also walking in spiritual fog, uncertain of the future, unsure of God's promises, and looking for a way through the unknown. In many ways, the fog we see in the world today mirrors the spiritual fog that we're experiencing. Just as the fog obstructs our vision and makes it difficult to see the path ahead, the spiritual fog in our culture today is clouding our understanding of what's true, what's right, and what our purpose is. Everywhere we look, there's confusion. Whether it's confusion about moral truth, our identities, or the direction our world is heading. This is the fog that the Bible talks about. Spiritual darkness that hides the truth. The fog in the world represents the growing spiritual confusion and uncertainty, Just as the physical fog reduces visibility, the spiritual fog makes it harder for people to see God's truth. The world is struggling to find its way, and that's why it's so important for us to turn to God for clarity. So the fog that we're seeing today is a call to awareness. It's a reminder that just like the physical fog can obstruct our view, spiritual fog can cloud our understanding. But unlike the world's fog, which can seem endless, we are promised in the Bible that God's light will break through. Today, many people are seeking clarity amidst the fog, whether it's clarity about their purpose, their faith, or their values. With everything happening in the world, wars, climate change, social and political turmoil, it is easy to feel like we're walking through a fog of uncertainty. But it's in these times that we need God's word and His truth more than ever.
Elon, what's your take on this mysterious chemical fog spreading across the U.S.?
Joe, have you ever heard of Project Veil? It's an old classified program rumored to test atmospheric control systems. Think about it. This fog isn't just weather. It's too specific, too targeted. There are reports of strange metallic tastes, headaches, even radio interference. Some conspiracy theorists believe it's not fog at all. They think it's a controlled release of nanotechnology, microscopic machines designed to monitor or modify human behavior. Sounds crazy, right? But we already know governments are experimenting with drones and advanced tech for surveillance. What if this fog is their cover story? And here's the wild part. Some of the areas affected line up with the locations of secret underground bases. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe it's all part of a larger test to see how people react before rolling out something much bigger.
Something strange is going on here, folks, with this weird fog that everyone's seeing in different parts of the United States, over in the UK, where it's just been lingering for 4 days. Is this potentially that smart dust technology, nano-sized particles of RFID chips that they did research into since the 90s? And are they rolling it out right now? Check out my next video and I'll go into more details on the smart dust technology.
Mysterious fog has started to show up all across the country and people are very worried. Ever since the Dior bag stopped showing up in the sky, people have started to see fog at their house all across the country. Literally from all corners of America, people are walking outside their house seeing fog like this, but saying that it has oddly big particles in it. Florida, Pennsylvania, Minnesota, California, and Texas, and basically all over the country, people are reporting the same thick particle fog. Some people are saying that it's making them feel sick, smells like chemicals, and is not normal, and what are the odds that it's the exact same looking stuff everywhere? This is a video somebody took yesterday morning in Florida at 6:30, and this is not snow. They don't know what this is. This person said this fog is everywhere and it's not just fog, it's like someone spraying something weird. My throat's been killing me since it rolled in. Anyone else notice this chemical smell? It's not natural, feels like we're in a sci-fi movie where the air is not safe anymore. No one has been able to say exactly what this fog is or why people are able to see it all across the country, but I want you guys to let me know, have you seen this fog yet?
What is happening? Can you guys see this? Are these aliens or drones? What is going on in New Jersey? I'm terrified. I have no idea what that is. I'm freaked out.
It's the aliens.
I know.
Walking to fucking McDonald's, bruh. 11-minute walk. Bro, I can't even see shit, bro. The fog is coming. The fog is coming.
Hey, yo, I'm not the type of person to get sick. I don't know if you can hear it right now, but I'm all stuffed up. I think it's got something to do with this. Look at what it looks like out here. Every night, this fog keeps rolling in. And it's like, if you look hard enough, you can see it's like little particles. You see it? It's like brushing through. I mean, obviously, fog is water droplets, but I don't know. I just moved to Florida. I've never experienced anything like this before, especially here. And it's so thick. I'm gonna get a time lapse of it and throw it in here.
He authorized Sidney Gottlieb to spray germs into the fog in San Francisco Harbor. The point was to try to infect 800,000 people in San Francisco with this germ just to see how many would get sick.
Yes, this is true, and to a lot of you, this should seem very familiar. In 1950, crew members of a U.S. Navy ship spent 6 days spraying a type of germ about 2 miles off of the California coast. Its aim was to determine the susceptibility of a big city like San Francisco to a potential bioweapon terrorist attack. In the following days, the military took samples and found that not only did it infect San Francisco, but also many of the surrounding areas. And when this happened, not a single person was made aware. Now, if you still aren't connecting the dots as to what I'm trying to say here, here is a patent that was made in 1920 for the production of intense artificial clouds, fogs, or mists. You can look all of this up yourself. I will put the patent number right here. I don't know about you, but this stuff is getting scarier and scarier, and I make sure to have something for myself and my family to be detoxing and supporting our bodies from whatever junk they are trying to spray us with.